for more on managing stress, speaking of stress eating, when watching the next few World Series games, you know they're going to be guaranteed 2 more. We're joined live this morning by psychologist and mental health performance coach and author Dr. Dana Sinclair. Dana was on talking about her book, Dialed In. So good to talk to you now, Dr. Sinclair. Fans, you know, they're going through the stress eating anxiety, the sleepless nights, the concern, can their team actually pull it off here? What is your advice to the average fan, you know, sitting on the couch or in the stands, watching and try to remain calm, but also you want to feel the excitement as well?
I think feeling the excitement is not the issue. I want people to start talking to themselves, you know, not muttering under their breath, but watch their perspective a little bit. Recognize that this is fabulous entertainment and it's actually time sensitive. It's almost over. So let's figure out a way to engage with it that's fun and actually not bad for your health. I mean, I do think realizing that, you know, we all desperately want our team to win, but only the guys in the dugout, have the power to do that, and recognizing that they want it even more than we do. So don't take offense if somebody, you know, takes a bad swing or makes a mistake. They're really going for it.
Yeah, exactly. These are professional baseball players that have worked their butts off to get where they are. And it's so easy to sit on your couch and criticize and yell and hate on, you know, players if they're not making the right moves or having an off day, which is so unfair.
It really is.
But, you know, it's just like the generalization of trolling, really. I know, Dr. Sinclair, that you've also coached some high-performance athletes. I saw you gave a hug to a few Dodgers players. I think it was Kike Hernandez, maybe some Blue Jays as well. But can you walk us through what you tell the players before these moments, like World Series games, when everything feels like it is on the line for their team?
For sure, and it's the same for all of us in any pressure moment. So the big thing is, you've got to be able to get calm-ish in the moment so you can think. You know, when we get tense and anxious, we tend to do and say things that maybe aren't the best, or it's not good for our execution. So being able to settle down, slow down, so you can actually focus on what you're doing in the moment, that is key for everything in all of us. So really, even something as simple as, you know, sounds funny, but learning to breathe properly is huge. And these guys do it too. You see them out there at the plate, on the mound, taking big breaths, settling, slowing themselves, so that it actually helps settle the nervous system and they can think, which is what they need to be doing in those moments.
What about, Dr. Sinclair, we hear sometimes, you know, if you're dealing with pain, which I suppose could be tied into, you know, either losing or et cetera, you know, letting out a big scream, or, you know, they even say like big expletive, you know, it can actually help people manage and deal with that and then move on from it. How much does that ever factor into the advice you give?
Well, I think that it's actually very good advice, and I do give that. If people are going to have little outbursts here and there, you just have to make sure they're not long temper tantrums. So the outburst, it's the outward breath, you know, get rid of the emotion, because you're really just trying to control your emotions in these situations. It is helpful, but of course you don't want to be kicked out or have your family kick you out of the room because you're outbursting.
Yeah, I think my kids have heard me yell a few expletives this week, so glad to know that, you know, dropping F-bombs.
That's okay.
Maybe it's a gimme because we are in the World Series.
They've heard it all before. Yeah.
Exactly.
You're allowed. You're allowed.
Dr. Sinclair, I must say this week has been really bad for my health because sleep, okay, I know a lot of people are not getting their sleep. A lot of people are probably drinking, eating a ton of peanuts, chips, pizza, hot dogs, watching these games that are going on for hours and hours. Do you have any tips for how to kind of keep ourselves healthy while enjoying these games and not like completely binge eat and go off the rails?
That's unfortunate. Our signal froze
really
there with Dr. Dana Sinclair. Sorry, Jen, you could just be picking out tonight and dealing with it tomorrow morning, I suppose, as will we here.